Hey, what's up, guys? I taped this yesterday, and it ended up being like 17 minutes long or something crazy, and I didn't want to post a 17-minute long video. So, what I'm doing is I'm taking the Endless Joe challenge to list 50 things that we've done or experienced in our life. And the last video I made the mistake of trying to explain them all. So, in this video, I'm just going to list all 50. And if you have any questions, feel free to write, and maybe I'll get a really good video idea out of a couple of your questions. I have two disclaimers. One is if you are under 18 or my parents, please turn this video off now. Just don't want to disturb anyone. And the second disclaimer is that I was a very bad kid. So if you think really highly of me for some reason and you don't want to think any less of me, then turn it off now. Okay, so here's my 50 things, and I'm going to try and keep it under 5 minutes. I've skipped school to play Miss Pac-Man. I graduated college magna cum laude. I hitchhiked from Ohio to the West Coast. I've been told to fuck off by Green Day. I saw both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans in the same summer. I lived on the streets for 5 months of my life where I begged for food and money. I almost got expelled from high school. I've been hit by a drunk driver. I've spent 2 of my 25 birthdays in jail. I've taken Greyhounds more than the normal person ever should. I've done Sacramento, California to Dayton, Ohio to Miami, Florida, and Miami, Florida back to Dayton, Ohio. I once hit a parked car and drove off. I've lived in a van with 5 people and a pit bull. I've lost a friend to AIDS. I caused 2 police officers to mace themselves. I've had 3 roommates as tattoo artists, and I don't have one single tattoo, and that is a feat. I smoked cigarettes in the high school girls' bathroom. I've lectured twice at Eastern Michigan University. I went on a cruise on the largest cruise ship in the world for free. I've bought weed in Jamaica. I've snuck into a concert. I've stolen my dad's credit card. I've sued 2 people. I've shaken hands with Ron Jeremy. I built a kick wheel, which is a potter's wheel where you throw pottery, and I built it from a kit. I've made out with a rock star, who I'm not disclaiming who it is because we still talk. I wrecked the driver's ed car. In high school, I covered my locker with porn. I've been bitten by a dog. I was mistaken for a prostitute in Salt Lake City, Utah. I've stabbed my big sister with a pencil, and that was number 30. I think I'm doing good. It's going to be like a 2-minute video. Okay, I've kicked my dad in the nuts. I almost died in a motorcycle wreck. I've run away from home when I was under 18 at least 15 times. I've also run away from a juvenile holding facility. I went on fish tour in an 85 Monte Carlo. I climbed a 360-foot radio tower with no strings, no ropes, completely free climb. I went to an AA meeting not sober and not drunk either. I broke somebody's windshield. I say broke and not kicked or smashed or whatever. That's a story in and of itself. I played soccer on a select league where they pick all the best players and then you play for the county. I've touched a real Picasso painting with my own hand. I've ingested over 100 doses of LSD at one time. I've eaten out of dumpsters. I lived in a house with 4 boys and 1 toilet. I started biting my nails at age 21, which is the year that I started college. I think there's a correlation. Let's see. I've partied with, gosh, a lot of different bands and met a lot of different bands. Leftover Salmon, Casey Chambers, Grain Carts, blah, blah, blah. Mo. I went through a drug rehab program. I've cracked my skull open 4 times. I've written Charles Manson a letter, I've shaved my head, and number 50, I knocked a boy's tooth out and bloodied his nose. I hope that was less than 5 minutes. If you have any questions, like I said, just write me, and I realize I just crammed a lot of information in your brains. That's fun. You guys are probably wondering, like what's wrong with that guy? Okay, I'm gonna go post this.